on Facebook, Instagram. All right. Yeah, just wanted to make sure that. So now I've tested the audio, make sure everything is working. What's going on, everyone? What's up, babe?
Nothing much. What's up with you?
What's going on? We're talking about marriage today, everyone.
Yes, we are,
As usual, marriage issues, episode 17, every Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 p.m. West African Time. So you should get my sexy voice on right now. It's late night talk with Lola and Ola. Do those people know they're supposed to be quiet and go somewhere? If they don't, please go help me tell them.
Tell them.
Sorry. So what's going on, everyone? Today we're talking about that's the topic right there. She'll be right back. What's up, official Bon Chico? Dora John, what's up? What's going on, everyone? Today we're talking about I love my husband, but his sexual limitations are, you know what? All right, so that's what we're talking about today. Let's see here. We told him to go find somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what happens when you have
all right.
big boys in the house.
Yeah, marriage issues, episode 17. I love my how do you pronounce that? Is that blighting or blighting, right?
What?
Marriage. But his sexual limitations are blighting a marriage. You have that thing, that email?
Yes, I do.
All right. So we have
and
that
I've
topic.
Never heard that word before. Which one is blighting?
Well, we're not English majors. It's okay. It's not a crime. So never have heard a word before. All right. So let's see who's happening here. Was I mentioned? Official Bonchico. Yes, you were. That's why you're here. You were mentioned. So was he mentioned? So let's talk about it. We mentioned you so we can come and that's already with us. So you can come and contribute to this topic with us. What's going on, everyone? What's going on?
I'm lost.
Yeah, what are you lost with?
What do you mean was someone mentioned?
Oh, see, you don't even get it too, right?
No, I don't.
Well, I'll tell you later.
Excuse me. You better tell me.
Well, I will not be telling these people. What's going on, Astro? All right. So, this is the topic we're talking about today. We're going to talk kind of about sex, but not really, but yes. But we have a email to read here. If you want to go ahead, babe. But how are you doing, though? How was your week?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
Okay.
How's yours?
My week is good. My name is Ola. This is my beautiful wife, Lola. We're here. Just
Hi,
chat.
Guys.
We just
want to chat. How you guys doing this beautiful weekend?
They say we're doing fine. But anyway, we don't remember we used to have the applause when we started the first show back in 2009.
That was funny.
It was.
I didn't really like it.
Oh well. That was when we were trying to be radio. Right now we just want to be us. We're here just to chat and just talk about marriage, sex, and stuff like that.
Okay.
So let's get into it, babe.
So we're reading the email. Okay, so
just gotta make sure that you stay in there.
I love my husband, but his sexual limitations are blighting our marriage. I don't know what blighting means, but
is it blighting or blighting?
I'm gonna think. I think it's ruining.
Blighting.
I think it's ruining our marriage, maybe.
Okay, ruining our marriage.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Someone can open the dictionary and let us know.
Many people believe that it's only men that complain about sex, that women don't really care about sex. Yeah. Hi, Dora John. Thank you so much. Go ahead, babe.
Okay. So I've tried showing him what I like in bed, but it hasn't helped. And now I actively avoid sex. After 12 years of an otherwise wonderful partnership, I don't know what else to do. My husband was not sexually experienced when we met. He was not a virgin, but hadn't had a long-term relationship to learn the art of intimacy. He was self-conscious about this, and I told him that we had the rest of our lives to figure it out. I've tried showing him what I like in books, films, articles, and with toys. I'm not asking a lot, but it seems that the second is in the act, everything we have discussed is forgotten. I usually get frustrated, so I take the reins to end the interaction as quickly as I can.
Mm-hmm.
It climaxes,
So what?
it climaxes,
He
it,
climaxes.
it climax,
Okay.
it climaxes, then rolls over and goes to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
leaving me upset and unsatisfied. I now actively avoid sex with my husband. I have the sexual desire and masturbate 2 to 3 times a week to
Mm-hmm.
get a release. I
Mm-hmm.
wish I didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel guilty about that.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it, right?
I feel
Okay. All
no.
right.
I'm just saying, don't feel guilty about
Oh, okay.
that.
Okay. Okay.
And she said, I feel guilty that I'm the only one allowed to be intimate with him and I'm not fulfilling my duty as a wife and a sex partner.
Mm-hmm.
I love my husband with all my heart. All other aspects of our life together are wonderful. His pride means he refuses. Oh, his pride means he refuses therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Even talking about this is insulting to him. But after 12 years, I don't know what else to do. Do you have any advice?
Mm. All right. That's quite a long one, but we should dive into it. Let's just say hello to a couple of people here. Sister Sheon Obajolu is hanging out with us from Facebook.
Hi.
Hello, family. And let me know on the site, if you want to jump on because this topic is in your corner a little bit. This maybe you can help this sister.
Mm.
And I have my uncle slash cousin here. He's hanging out with us as well. But Shagun Brasonya, how you doing, sir?
Hello,
We have
sir.
to chat one of these days, but long time. I know we've been chatting a little bit on Facebook, but we should chat one of these days.
Mm.
So, all right. So, what do you think so far with this email? She's trying to help him. Dude is not experienced.
Right.
So, what would you say to? How would you help? Please help us share this. Help
I
us
don't
share it.
know
Thank you.
how you could help someone that is not willing to listen to
Mhm.
to whatever you have to say to them, because obviously she said they've tried everything all.
Right.
She tried to teach him, she tried to show him how she likes it. She tried to talk to him about toys.
Mhm.
She even suggested therapy and he refused to go because of his pride. So I mean, how do you get someone like that to be open-minded? Because I really think being open-minded is the problem here.
Mm.
First of all, is in denial.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't want to use denial. Well, I could use denial. Is in denial that they are having sexual problems.
Okay.
In his head, they're having the best sex.
I mean, he's good.
He's good.
Yeah.
But she's not good.
Mhm.
And when she complains about it, it's an insult to him.
Yeah.
So how do you?
It feels like insult to him.
It feels like potato potata. What's the difference? It feels like insult. You just
It feels like
insulted me.
it feels like insult.
mean,
Those are two different things.
How do you talk to someone like that? Because I feel like your mindset is in a different place for you not to even to be open
Yeah.
to whatever your spouse wants.
Good one, babe. Somebody has said, what was it before now? All right, so that's one right there. And then okay, official Bonchico says we need to know if things were this bad initially. I mean, that's a good question.
She did say that the guy didn't have any experience, whatsoever. So I feel like maybe they've been dealing with it for a while, just mediocre sex, just regular. And it gets to a point where if you're having mediocre sex, you just don't want that anymore. You want more. So I think she's at you give me a look. I'm like,
no, I'm going.
I feel like she's at the point where she's like, I can't handle this no more. It's just disgusting at this point. Because now she's avoiding sex. She doesn't want to have sex anymore.
Yeah.
And now she's actually masturbating 2 to 3 times a week to satisfy herself.
Yes. Somebody here says, Da Crystal says, in my opinion, I think the man too will have something to say. I mean, good point, sir. Enikon Oshelu, he should continue communicating to her, or she should continue
communicating.
So is the person, the first question I always ask is who's complaining,
right?
So it's her that's complaining. Her is complaining. So I guess she should continue communicating to her. and change the approach of our communication. That's a good point too.
That's a good one.
Yeah. The Crystal said the man might think he's trying, and maybe the woman wants more. As Lola said, yes, some people are just animals at these things.
No, what do you mean animals? Sometimes I think that our sex drive changes.
Yeah.
I've heard of a woman's sex drive changes as old as she gets. But sometimes we're with people that our sex drive is unmatched. But we both have to be open, a little bit. Like for me, for example, it's not everything that I want to try. Some things is just a little bit too much for me. I'm not interested. But if you want to try certain things,
that's what you think. By the way.
Well,
that's what you think.
At this point in my life, okay, I'm not at that age where everybody say, you just want to be a freak.
You, I'm your husband. I'm telling you, you don't have a say on what you want to try or not.
I
get to decide that.
No, you don't get to decide that. We meet in the middle.
I will let you win the argument.
Excuse me.
I'll give you the last words.
Okay. Good. You're on your own. Well, you can always meet in the middle. You can always meet in the middle. But if the guy is in denial, that's my issue. And I think a lot of men, and I won't say it because I really don't know, but I've heard that a lot of men, when it comes to sex, when they can't perform well, they just rather be like, oh, maybe it's you that want too much.
But you're saying that like a man just want to deliberately not want to perform well.
I have heard some men just don't want to perform well. They're lazy.
Like, hey, I just don't want to.
They're lazy in bed. First of all, they're very unhealthy. They have this huge belly. They want the woman to be the one doing all the work.
Hey.
And sometimes you got to pull your own weight too.
Let me make sure my belly is not showing here because all this story.
And you have to go to the gym. You have to eat well. You have to be agile. And you have to learn new things. You can't just do the same style all the time, you know?
Let me just say this. You done?
Yeah. Okay. That's a Muppets.
All right, let me go ahead and see
and
what
read some of
these
these comments.
Official Bonchico said, I need her from the man, but guys hardly talk about this. The country isn't helpful. Perhaps high libido, or is she a nympho?
She could be a nympho. That's true.
Eniko Shelu said, check if the man was once on sexual drugs in the past. She's being feminist, I guess.
I guess that one was meant for me. I'm not being feminist.
Well, I'm a feminist. I'm more feminist than she is.
We should all be feminists. If you have daughters, in fact, if you have mother, and I know you all have mothers, you have sisters. If you don't have sisters, you have a mother, you have a wife. You should be a feminist. You should want better for the women of this world, in today's world.
Definitely. But let me dive through this email really quickly. After 12 years of an otherwise wonderful partnership, I don't know what else to do. I've tried showing him what I like in bed, but it hasn't helped. And now I actively avoid sex. Okay. So first of all, she's the one complaining. So we want to give some suggestion that can help her. The person that's not complaining, there's nothing we can do about that. Right? At least not now. My husband was not sexually experienced when we met. That's a real thing, by the way.
Yeah, maybe still not experienced. Yeah. Maybe that's the real issue.
That's a real thing. If you're not experienced and you come into a marriage, it can work for or against you. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
It can work for or against you. I know some people that will say, after all, you guys should stay celibate before marriage. If you are of the Christian values of everyone should be celibate, be a virgin, don't do agbere. What's the English of agbere? Fornication. Don't do fornication and things like that. If you come into marriage with no experience, it can work for or against you. It depends on the personality of the person you're working with, the person you're married to. It depends on your personality as well. Like, it's truly some people's personality that they don't take criticism well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You don't do it the right way.
Yeah, I guess it does depend on the way you communicate too. Like, ew.
There are two forces in play.
Right.
How you communicate it and how the person is going to receive
it. Yes,
okay,
yes.
those
This
two
is true.
things are how it's received is a function of those two things. If you're very aggressive on how you communicate that, or if you're not aggressive enough, that's a thing too. Like if you're saying it but you're not clear enough, they just think, oh, it's just no, she said it, but I didn't think it was that serious. You ever heard that before?
That is true.
Exactly.
That is true.
So
especially men, they don't always think anything is that serious.
For a long time, I didn't. For a long time, it's just okay, babe, I hear you, but
did you really hear me?
not really.
Real life shit.
It was not a virgin, but hadn't had a long-term relationship to learn the heart of intimacy. That's a good point. Having sex, bang bang, smashing here and there, quickie with a quick one. When some chick came over, is different from long-term relationship.
Yeah.
Because if somebody comes over and you did a quick smashing and they're already excited before they got to your space. They haven't seen you in days, weeks, sometimes months. So the excitement is a part of what makes the sex good.
Yes.
Right? When you start being in a long-term relationship with the person, or you actually live together 12 years, different ball game, different story.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't learn this, and it becomes a big issue, right? Because that excitement that was missing, how are you going to get that excitement back once you start living together? And you may say, oh no, but you're married, you should not, you guys should just do it for each other. It doesn't work like that. That's what I was saying earlier when you said, I said you were saying it like the dude just said, I don't want to perform. No, he is now receiving it. Whatever you're saying to him, he's now receiving
not open
it.
To receiving what his wife is telling him.
Not open is, let me see, is that a cause effect, right? Cause effect, not open. Not open can be the state of a person. You're right, okay? But the actual thing that happened is that he's not receiving what you're saying. That's the actual thing that happened. Because if he did, he would like to perform. He would like to blow your mind up.
Some men are selfish. I don't know.
Some men are selfish.
Yeah.
He just said to hell with that.
Like,
I just need to. I just need to get up.
Haven't you had enough of this egbon that will say, wow, okay. Oh my, wow, okay, Jerry.
Maybe there is, but I think most people would like to satisfy their.
I hope so.
Whoever they have taken the time to engage sexually, I think most people would like to blow the other person's mind off.
I hope so.
You hope so?
Yeah.
If you're hoping so, how are you going to help this lady? Help her, please.
I'm trying to. I feel for her.
All right, so I'll come back to all your comments, please. All right, so you feel for her. I see your life.
I feel for her because I know a particular story similar to this. That's why I'm feeling for her, because I actually know person that went through something similar to this.
Yeah. And
they still couldn't figure out how to communicate with their spouse, because maybe the husband is actually older too. Or sometimes it depends on the person you're with.
Yeah, so it's not the older thing. It's more like difference in generation and different outlook in life.
Right.
So because it could be opposite. It could be because he's too young too, right?
Right.
It could be because he's too young. It's the difference. It's not necessarily older or not.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like where we're coming from, we're Nigerians. I mean, we grew up in Nigeria, and maybe back when I was a teenager, back in the 1999s, and you see these aunties and their husbands, and the women are always complaining about how their men don't satisfy them, or they suggest something to their husbands. They call them a hoe for even thinking they want something.
Yeah, where'd you learn that from?
I didn't learn it. I heard it. I know people. I know people that these things happen to, and they don't talk about those things. Yeah. Men don't talk. I don't know if men talk about it, but women definitely don't talk about it enough among themselves. So.
Well, people don't talk about these things.
The culture does not promote
once
that.
they are in a long-term relationship, these things are not the easiest things to talk about. Once you're in a long-term relationship, there's a certain level of awkwardness that comes once it's time to talk about sex. At least one person feels it, right? And and once you have that awkwardness, people shut down. I think she mentioned that too. They shut down the conversation because, hey, what's the point if we're going to have this awkward conversations and stuff, right? So let's keep going though. So my husband was not okay. He was not a virgin. He was self-conscious about this, and I told him that we had the rest of our lives to figure it out. So he was self-conscious about not being experienced. What that tells me about that kind of man is that his confidence level when it comes to sexual activities is low. And that's a very necessary ingredient in turning a woman on. See, a woman, like, sometimes all you have to do is touch the clitoris and she will come.
Yeah, but some men think it's about size. If you already have it in your head that, oh, I have a 6-inch dick and I can't satisfy this woman.
But what is it? What is it? Let me ask you this. What is it about a woman that you just touched her clitoris and she already came?
Because she's already stimulated up here.
Yes.
You know?
It's up here. It's all in the head. So it's not necessarily, majority of this issue right now, I can tell that it's not even about the toys. Or the different
because she tried toys.
Yeah, it's not about that. It's about everything that happened before the sex was about to happen. It's about that, specifically for long-term relationships, by the way.
Right.
Because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work when you don't know what you're doing. Especially when you don't know what you're doing. It's a lot of mental work for you to learn and master this stuff and be able to put it to use in your relationship. And if you don't know, it's really those awkward energy, like this very terrible moment, like you is it right? Did I do it right? And that turned everybody off.
That is
right. And everybody's turned off, right? So so him being self-conscious is that's
a big deal.
That's already a big deal. By the way, I'm going to come back to comment, and if you want to call in, I'm going to come back to that as well. I've tried showing him what I like in books, films, articles with toys, right? I'm not asking a lot, but it seems that the second he's in the act, everything we have discussed is forgotten. Yeah, because he's probably excited, and you're not excited. He's excited. He's not complaining, right? Remember, it's not complaining, right?
He's excited, and
he's excited, and he's just about to smash, and then you talk like, "What? Oh, that thing you told me. Moti that means I've come." Moti I have come.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
I know. My jokes are funny. It's okay. You though, only to you.
It's okay. It's okay.
But see
I like
how well I'm
jokes.
doing, right?
I like the funny jokes.
So he climaxes, then rolls over, see, and goes to sleep, leaving me upset and unsatisfied.
So maybe she should take the lead. Maybe she should take the lead.
Good point. Let's hear that, baby. How do you take the lead?
Because obviously he's I don't know. I don't want to call the guy a 2-minute man or something like that. But if he gets really excited and it comes, it's over already. So you can't do things the normal way. You gotta do things in a different way. Maybe do like foreplay is always very important. Do some foreplay. He should do the foreplay on her, get her to the level where he's at, and then once they come together, they'll come together.
He has
to do the foreplay. The foreplay has to come in place.
Let me get some comments. Let's get some comments. Sister Sheon Obajolu. Please let me know if you want to come on. Just message, check your what do you call it, DM, because you may want to come on. If you want to come on, we'd like to bring you on, sister. She says, be assertive, clear, concise, and make sure you're not throwing blames that could bruise his ego.
Yeah, that's true. Because these men, they're sensitive.
Like I said,
today's men, they're kind of more sensitive than our fathers.
Well, if you say so, you call it sensitive. We call it you're not going to get none.
They get petty. They get petty. If you mess up, they'll be like, "You're not getting none. You're gonna have to beg for it."
No. That's not what I said. It's not deliberate.
You're not gonna get none.
One of the things we have to be clear about: none of this is deliberate actions. The issue is people are not being deliberate. Let's say, for example, she get into a place where I was trying to get you to get to, where she get into a place and she goes, I'm going to be deliberate. I'm going to take control, like she says.
Right.
Be concise, right? She's going to blow his mind off. Imagine he's about to open her show. How do you say that? Open her clothes, right? And start
I
having
don't know.
sex.
You tell me.
And she slows him down. And she
Yes.
said, nope.
Yes.
Imagine what you would do to that kind of man. Just slow everything down, like slow him down, like no. Take control.
Make him watch a little bit.
As opposed to building all this resentment.
Yeah.
Right? So whoever is complaining is the person that has the power, ultimately. Okay? She has power, but she doesn't know that. She is playing the role of the person that doesn't have the power. She's powerless. She's helpless.
She's fed up.
She's fed up.
She's frustrated.
But if you're in a situation where
a sexually frustrated woman, oh my God, it's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. Yeah, it's not good. So, so that's one. Let me go here. He's tired after the climax. The man just wants to sleep after sex, man. No need to get mad at that. And now I think it's the woman that wants more. Of course, she wants more. She's not satisfied, and that's why we should have this conversation.
She wants more now. You should be ready for that. It could be an hour. It could be 2. Come on.
The official Bronchico says the issue is women are on the receiving end, and the job is mainly for the guy. Not necessarily. That's arguable.
Yes,
she's complaining, so she's actually on the giving side. She should be the one. Whoever is complaining need to take up the role of giving more. Okay. Let me look at this next thing that Auntie Shaun said here. Actually, I'm going to pick this one. She said they need more oral sex. So you don't go there and say, give me oral sex. That's not going to work. Because again, you may have somebody who is traditional and who is judgmental, who's already feeling like you should be okay. Right? So imagine you play the role of giving. Learn how to give and give. Right? And then don't allow him to penetrate. Yet when he wants
that is a good one.
Right?
That's a good one. Because I've heard of men that like to receive oral sex, but they never give oral sex. If you give your man oral sex and he doesn't give you, you got to shut it down. No oral sex for him. Period.
But the key thing is not the petty part that you're talking about.
No, I'm not saying be petty. But
it's about being
hold back a little bit.
Tease him. Tease. See, we're talking now.
You cannot be getting.
We're talking now.
You have to get yours too.
Yeah, it's about teasing. It's about teasing. Tease you're the one in control when you're complaining. You just don't know it. You don't know it yet. So if you're complaining, understand the kind of power that you have. Because clearly the other person is satisfied.
He's so satisfied, he sleeps right away.
What is making them satisfied? Slow whatever the thing is that's making them satisfied.
Yeah, you gotta slow it down. Fact.
Okay. Certification means different things to different people. Or satisfaction. You meant to say. True. Let's go here. Okay, let's go here. So she goes, they need therapy. They need
but he's refusing that. He doesn't want to see a sex therapist.
No. The person that's complaining need to see a sex therapist and learn what they need to learn.
Okay. The lady herself.
Yes. If you're complaining, the first step is not to drag that person to sex therapist, in my humble opinion. It's better when you seduce the other person. Now, when you drag them to a sex therapist, for them to be told what to do. There's nothing sexy about that.
That's true. I think maybe she needs to come from she did say that she tried to show him. She should stop trying to show him. She should just be the one in control.
She should control.
Yeah, she should control.
She should control and attempt to blow his mind off. Right? He's satisfied. Slow it down. Slow down the satisfaction so that you can get the satisfaction that you deserve. Okay? Be in control. That's what she should be doing. So now what we're saying right now on this session may not be enough. Right. So it's a good idea that she should book a session
especially with the resentments already in
there. She has resentment, so she's been hurt. Naturally, if she expresses what she's saying here, she expresses that husband, it's not going to be good.
Because she actually said that he's a good man, very nice, wonderful man, family man,
Right.
but the only aspect, and you know our people, if you said your husband is a perfect man like that, but you're not complaining about the sex, and you too, you're on too much.
Yes, no.
No one is perfect. Nobody has it all. What are
Is
you
it
looking
food?
for? Is it food? No. Come on, man.
Is it food? All right. So, all right.
They will
So
judge
if you share this session, thank you so much. We have more than normal people here. So if you're hanging out, please subscribe and follow us. We're here every Friday. Thank you for coming every Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for stopping by. Let me see. Did I finish? I didn't finish. I now actively avoid sex with my husband. Yes, because what's the point?
It's only natural.
It's like you're being pounded.
Yeah, because maybe not even pounded. Maybe it's shuke. You know, there's different.
Even us that were not pounded.
Pound them, bang. Pounded is actually good, but the shuke is like, is
What's
there something?
shuke?
It's like maybe a pencil is there. Like, wait, are you even there at all? You don't.
What kind of experience did you have before me? This woman. What is shuke?
Oh my God.
All right. So,
oh my God.
I have the sexual desire and masturbate 2 or 3 times a week to get a release. I don't think that's relevant. It's relevant only because you're using that to get off, and you do need to get off, and you deserve, but you still need more, obviously, because there's nothing like one body against yours. You know? So
masturbation is not enough.
Yeah. Right. So I guess it can get you going, but you need more. You know, that's why I look at people that say don't masturbate because it's a sin. I just look at it as a will masturbation help? They need more anyway. People will masturbate, and that's what they're going to do. That's human characteristics. They will do that if they need to get off. So whoever is saying people should not masturbate should probably just get off a high horse, you know. Because
I mean, mind your own business.
Yeah, like that's somebody's
people
private.
Do what people. I mean, Jesus.
If they now come to you and say, "I am addicted to masturbation," or that's a different story, you know. But
even at that, refer them to a professional.
But look at what she said next. This is why I said that. She said, "I wish I didn't have to." She's feeling guilty.
That's why I say you don't have to feel guilty about masturbating.
You're expressing yourself sexually.
Yeah.
And you're feeling guilty. That's probably showing in the bedroom too.
I mean, you have shuke style, and then,
I mean, evidently.
Come on.
You know, that guy is satisfying himself by just using you as a doll. But you get it. I wish I didn't have to. I feel guilty, see, that I am the only one allowed to be intimate with him, and I'm not fulfilling my duty as a wife and as a sex partner. I love my husband and with all my heart. All other aspects of our life together are wonderful. His pride means he refuses therapy. See, that's why I said don't drag people to therapy. You know, you can only, you know, you can cause resentment. It can make the matters worse. I think you should really engage with your fun side.
Yeah, I agree.
What if you were in a situation where you've been allowed to have as many sex as you want with this man, which is the fact, you're married to him, right? And you could do whatever you want, and all you have to do is learn some seduction tricks. What if? Just have some fun. Bring the fun back into it. Have fun with seducing him back to where you need him to be. And then be satisfied in that process. As opposed to, a husband who knows how to have sex is supposed to fall out of heaven. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people going through these issues. There's nothing peculiar about you. There's a lot of people going through this issue. So don't feel too alone.
Yeah, and I think it's because they don't even talk about it. You have to talk about it. You have to, I mean, it can be an awkward thing to talk about sometimes, but you have to tell your spouse what you like, what you need from them. Because if you don't, how are they supposed to know?
Exactly.
It's impossible to know what you like.
Exactly. Especially in a marriage, it's not like you have choices. The only choices you have are not safe, you know?
Right.
When you're in a marriage, it's not safe for you. It's not safe for your relationship that you obviously care about,
right.
You know? So, somebody says, Sister Sharon said, even if a man doesn't talk about it, their sexual competence is a huge part of their ego. Yes. If you tell him that he's not doing well in bed,
Mm-hmm.
then bros will now really turn down and not do anything.
They're not doing anything.
Because-
He'll be intimidated.
Because that performance is attached to his ego.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a guilt thing. It's not a right or wrong thing. It's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can blame it on society if you want to, right? But it's just what it is. And life is too short for you to be worried about. But you should be no. We're telling you what it is and what you can work
So
with.
what if like now, for example, the guy is the one that is already feeling some type of way about himself.
He's the one complaining.
He's not confident about his package. He's not.
Yeah, but you're in a marriage. He will be confident soon. If you blow his mind off, you make him feel like, you see,
Like he's a king.
If a woman that's wise understands that you want to have a really good relationship with your husband, just put his ego right here and just be rubbing it. Then his butt is yours for life. That's
His
it.
balls.
His balls are yours for life. Just make him feel special. More special than he actually is. And then he will actually act special. And then you will have the relationship that you deserve.
That's true.
But that takes time. If you've been doing opposite of that, it's going to take time to flip it, right? So a lot of people will try that a little bit and it doesn't happen fast enough and then they give up.
They stop. Yes.
And then you're showing up as, not consistent, and that's always a negative result, right? But if you just put him right here and just rub it, what happens when I keep rubbing this same spot? It will be hot. It's like getting hot. It's like anything else in life, right? That's the ego of a man. Just rub it for him. Make him feel special. It costs you nothing. It's just your words.
Right.
Just your words. Sometimes it depends on his love language, obviously. Make him feel special. Appreciate him. He's doing all the terrible things. I guarantee you he's doing something right. Focus on the thing that he's doing right.
Yeah.
And rub his ego using that. Okay, so it's same thing with in the other room. The same thing. It's the same. It's the same thing. Like, make him feel you're gonna bring some things. You're gonna give into that sexual relationship, right? But the little bit that he knows how to do, even if it's just he knows how to initiate it, rub his ego using that, and then surprise him. Throw some surprise in there, and then you let it off. After you're getting satisfied, you let it off the handle. I don't know if I'm coding it up a little bit, but you get it.
We get it. We get it.
He might be suffering from sexual dysfunction that he can't talk about. Yes.
Yeah, that too.
And those things will, but I don't think so.
Men don't talk about.
Here's why I don't think so. Because this guy's not complaining. He climaxes and roll over. Okay?
He does.
Some people say, oh, maybe premature ejaculation. Okay. I don't, a lot of people complain about that, and it's not really a real issue. It's not premature because you probably haven't told them the right way that, hey, dude, like, let me just put you on a blast. There have been time that in the past.
Putting me on a blast?
Yeah.
What happened?
There have been time that he said, Nibo Lonlo. No, you're not done.
Oh.
That hasn't happened before. It happens every now and then.
Okay, yes, it does.
Yeah, so, but some people are already on the defense and they say, oh, premature ejaculation. No, not necessarily. Yes, that does exist. If it's happening all the time, what it did, anywhere more, right? Then that's an issue, right? But if it's one-off and you don't have the patience, you're already getting frustrated, right? You probably should calm down a little bit and take control, take the wheels, like grab the bulls by the horn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, take control of that.
Yes, you said it.
Yeah. So that was 40 minutes.
Real.
I thought I was hoping that won't go to like 60 minutes. Oh, wait, let me see. Did I finish it?
Yes, you did. This dude.
Okay. She said, but after 12 years, I don't know what else to do. Do you have any advice? Let's give her like that one round thing. I guess I like the idea of seek the help of a sex therapist.
Yes.
And you're doing that so you can add more to what you can bring that you can give into that sexual relationship, specifically for that, not to destroy his ego. If you've done that and then there's issues, then it means you uncover other issues that may be there, but it may not be any issue. But if you the workup here is sex therapist, learn some tricks that you can use to seduce him to give you what you desire and deserve.
Right.
Let's get into the next one, babe.
Okay, so I saw this post that said, when a woman gets a vibrator, it's seen as a bit of naughty fun. But when a man orders a 240-volt Fuckmaster Pro
Jesus Christ.
5,000 blow-up latex doll
Oh,
with
my Lord.
6-speed pulsating pussy,
Oh, my Lord.
elasticized anus with non-drip semen collecting tray, together with optional built-in realistic orgasm scream, with option of a Mona or a Panther in a 7.1 sound system, is called a pervert. So, I mean, what do you
So what
think?
are we talking about here?
A man being able to get a blow-up doll with the all, anything a woman can do.
So we're talking about sex toys here.
Yeah, we're talking about sex toys.
Oh my God. What kind of comparison is this?
It's extreme.
That just stressed me out.
It did. It's too much.
It's not a fair comparison.
No, it's not. It's not.
You're talking about a person getting a blown up doll.
Yes.
A full blown up doll of a woman.
A doll that actually screams and
That
moans,
screams.
and the
Fuckmaster Pro.
The thing is dripping. I don't know. It's like so like you can't even compare that to a vibrator at all. If you're talking about like what do they call this thing for men? I think it's kind of a ring.
Yeah,
and a man
it's called a ring, I think.
Yeah, you wear it and you get like some sensation.
Will be the one to be teaching us this now, but we can't find
it. Sensation of like a vibrator kind of thing. Then you can compare that. But actually having a blown up doll sitting in the corner of your house, that's so weird. Like you can't even hide it. You can't be discreet with it. How do they even deliver something like that?
Yeah.
What kind of package do they bring it in?
It comes in a box. And then it comes out, voila.
And not to talk about the fact that you have kids. What are you supposed to tell your kids when they see something like that sitting in your house?
Don't touch that. Don't ever go near to that thing. If I smack you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the doll. Sorry. That's extreme. You can do little things like the ring, little things they have for men, but we're not getting a blow-up doll.
Nah, it's not necessary.
And you don't
remember what we're talking about? Men's ego just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the worst thing. It's the worst place. Open that thing again. It's the worst place for a man to be from a confidence standpoint to feel like they need to get a blow up doll. Especially we're talking about long-term relationship. At least now, maybe in 2050, maybe it'll be different. But at least now, for most men, a man that will be ordering Fuckmaster Pro 5,000 watts and 240 watt. Oh Lord,
240 volt Fuckmaster Pro.
If you need that, let me say this: it doesn't necessarily mean something is wrong with the man, but there's nothing normal about that. It's not the norm.
It's extremely weird.
Yes. So I have a question for the ladies, and we'll start with you. If your man orders this, how do you feel? Sorry, I didn't ask you that question. Your man can't. If your man order Fuckmaster Pro 5,000 watts, 240 voltage, 240 voltage, how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I'll be interested in what his problem is.
I didn't say you shouldn't judge. Feel free to judge if you want to judge.
I would want to know. Is everything okay?
Let me flip.
Is there something we have to talk about here? I want to know.
I want to put some excitement into our,
With a blow-up doll? No, we can't do that. We're returning it, and we have to get that money back.
So you're going to sit down there and have this conversation. Let me ask you this other way around.
I'll be shocked.
Let's say you're dating a person.
I'll be shocked, honestly.
That's if you're your husband. Let's say you're dating a person and you come to their house and boom, they just pull out the pump and they start blowing this thing up and it's a whole human being. How would you feel? You're just dating this person.
Define date. Define date.
You just came over to his house for the first time.
I'm out. First time. Okay. I'm out. I'm done. I'm gone.
So if it's
because in my head, I will be thinking that this guy is a weirdo, and I have to be careful.
That's the point I'm trying to.
I'll be out.
That's the point I'm trying to bring out. Actually, like it's most women that I know that I've spoken to over the years will not think that's normal.
Yeah,
that will not be a turn on for them. Okay. Even when it comes to pornography, some people advise that it's okay to watch it with your spouse and stuff like that. There's a certain level you bring that to that will turn off a woman. Like every time you want to have sex, you just want to watch porn. That can turn off a woman. Like, no, I just want to make love to you. Why are you playing that? Right? Most people will say that. Some people will say, no, that's okay. I like it that way. But most people, if when they want to be intimate with you, it's how much more somebody's husband or wife, right? You are pulling out all this help, right? So a lot of that is a function of the society that we still live in. Right now, it's okay now. Suddenly, it wasn't okay 5-10 years ago to pull out sex toys. Now it's becoming more and more okay. People are talking more about it. By the way, it doesn't mean they were right 20 years ago, because many of them were back then were sexually frustrated. They just don't have an out. But now these days, people are getting more educated and say, hey, it's okay, right? It's okay. Just, bring some spice, bring some excitement into the bedroom. But I'm telling you, you want to be extremely aware about the times that you live in. In 2020, is that okay? You need to be aware of that. Just pay attention to your surrounding. Be self-aware. Do you think your woman will find that weird or not?
Extremely weird.
If most women will find it weird, that will be a turn off. Now for yourself, you don't have a woman. By the way, if what you want to order is Funkmaster Pro, you're probably not ever going to have a woman. Because you're not doing the work. There's something that's making you not have a woman now, right? And you're looking for technology to help you, a shortcut. And there's a good chance that you won't fix that.
That's not healthy.
It's not healthy. And you will end up
a
lonely person. So, but to each his own. Ultimately, we don't judge.
Well, you still have to go out and date. Basically, you have to go out and date. It's okay to have your.
You can Zoom date. It's Coro era.
I'm sick of Zoom these days. I'm sorry.
It's Coro era. You can Zoom date these days. No, but that's an excuse. If you still have a job, if you're engaged in your personal purpose, you can still date. You can still meet people. And but it all depends on if you have problems before there was Coro, you probably will have problems during Coro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's not blame it on Coro. Yes, Coro may make your problem a little bit more expanded,
right?
But you had problems before that. But people that didn't have any problem dating or meeting people before Coro still don't have problems.
They're still dating.
They're still dating. Yeah, they figure it out somehow.
They had to. It's healthy.
Yep.
You go out and do you. Do you? Well, Charlie Boy and his wife, they celebrated 45 years of marriage, and it says something to the effect of them being a role model. Let me quote him because I don't want to say the wrong thing, Very important to quote these people.
Today we have surpassed more than our goal for thumbs up. Our goal is 5. We're now at 7. Thank you so much for giving me the thumbs up.
Thank you for the thumbs up.
Yep.
Oh my God. Okay, let me read what. Okay, so Charlie Boy was asked that why did you decide to have a public display of your marriage proposal to Lady D for the 4th time in your 45 years of marriage together? He said, I have realized that we've become a role model couple for the institution of marriage. I understand why millions of people were so joyous and fascinated by these imageries. As an entertainer, I made a public show of it to tell and show people that longevity in marriage is possible. Is it your proposal? If couples imbibe the right values. It's my way of inspiring couples that there are still good and meaningful relationships. Relationships is not just about who has money or who is bringing money. It's about genuine friendship, because marriage is a difficult institution. And if you find a partner that is more or less your friend and there is mutual respect, these are the qualities that can endure longevity in a marriage. And I love that when I saw that. I love that because there's so many stories out there of, devastating marriages, and you don't hear so much of the, the good ones, the ones that are, doing the work, making efforts, being deliberate, celebrating their love. In fact, when you celebrate your love on social media these days, people just want to assume that it's just fake love. You don't know what happened behind closed doors.
What do you call that?
What do you expect? We're human beings. We're gonna fight. We're gonna
showcase the highlights.
And we're gonna showcase the highlights.
Yeah.
But the ability to be able to make up, to be able to understand our differences and say, you know what, we're trying to understand where we're going and we still want to make it in marriage. I think that's the big deal part of being married. People have this idea that you're just supposed to be la 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 every day. No. Every area
we are la la la
every area of your life.
You and I were la 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 every day though.
No, we're not la 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 every day.
No.
Yesterday, I still came at you yesterday.
What did you say?
For being, I was talking to you. You weren't paying attention. You had headphones in your ears.
I had headphones in my ear.
And I don't know what I was saying to you. And you were saying, and I said, what did I say? And you didn't hear a word. And I just took my stuff and I went upstairs and I showered and I came back downstairs and I said, you know, I really want to talk about this because this is pissing me off. Why is it that
you didn't
I'm
say
talking
this is pissing
to you?
Me off.
What did I say?
You didn't use that colorful language.
What did I say? Like is I'm not happy with.
You say you're not happy.
Yeah, I said I'm not happy with what you did, and you were like, "Oh, what's that, babe?" You were really paying attention to me. What's that, babe? I said when I was talking to you, you had headphones in your ears and you weren't listening to me, and I said something and you didn't hear me, and you were like acting like you heard me.
And what did I say? And
you said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, babe," and you gave me a kiss.
Okay.
And I felt better. And you was like, that was all you wanted to complain about.
So tell me how that's not la la la.
I said, and that's all you have to complain about. I said, of course, that's all I have to complain about.
Some people are saying to you right now, that's the only negative moment you have when you're complaining.
I'm just saying that, you know,
I'm not sitting my own horn. I'm just saying, is that it?
I appreciate that I can speak to you about that. And you can be open-minded to receive that. And we can nip that in the bud.
Right.
You know how hard it is?
You know why? You know how easy it was?
Oh, tell me.
Nobody died. Everyone was not falling out of the sky. My wife simply want me to
some attention
to acknowledge her. That's a good thing.
Thank you.
So there's no complaint.
Okay.
So all I could do is just give her what she wants.
Okay. And I appreciate it, by the way. I do appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Because if that me in the past 10 years, like first 10 years together, I wouldn't even have approached.
That's terrible. You mean first 8 years?
Oh, first 8 years. Well, I wouldn't have approached you to tell you how I feel because I would have assumed in my head that, you know what, he's not going to hear it and it's not going to change. So
yeah, that's not a good place to be.
I'm also working on myself.
That means you're not feeling safe.
Yeah.
To be able to tell me.
So I'm also working more on myself every day. You know, if I'm feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
Say how you feel. It's not natural for me to say how I feel. So
but you also have to feel safe.
I get that, baby.
To be able to.
But I have to. But
I'm saying that to men that will say, you see, you should be able to communicate. No, she has to feel safe.
Yeah.
If you've put her in a position long term where she feel like you're not going to hear anyway.
Yes.
That's even though yes, she's also an adult, she should take responsibility, but maybe she's too weak to take that responsibility.
But me, I want to be a better person every day. So
back to the topic. Can
I finish before I smack you?
I don't want to miss the topic.
Okay.
The topic was people that do la 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 on social media.
Oh, okay. People that do la la la.
See?
Like things are la 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 every day. No. There are times that things are rosy and there are times that things are just
so you're saying to them
kind of blah, you know,
yeah,
is how you make it. Like people say, you know, the world is not perfect. I'm not perfect,
no, you're not.
But I can feel like my life like right now, my life is perfect, except for the part of the Rona, which I hate so much because
that's what makes some people's life imperfect. Because now they can't run away. Because they're stuck in the house.
Oh, they're stuck in the house. Yeah. For me, we can't really go out to our little dates and do little things, outings here and there. And I miss that part.
Yeah.
But that's the part I'm talking about. Like things are not going to be like all glamorous all the time. But things are not always going to be bad too.
So what's your message to people, to haters that hate on people like Charlie Boy? What's your message to them?
I think that the haters, I don't know. I don't like to call,
should I not call them hater?
No, I think you should
See,
call
I
them
was too harsh.
fans.
I knew
Call
you
them fans.
I knew you would
Look,
call me to order.
they are fanatics.
I knew
That's
you would
what
call
it
me.
is.
They are fans.
They are fans, but they are fanatics. Okay, they are like, you know, when people love you so much that they can choke you. They still have some kind of love for you,
right?
But in the process, when people judge you, it's because they don't like themselves. Or they're going through something.
No, people judge you with their outlook on life, which is more about them.
Exactly. Yeah. So you can't take that to heart too much too. You should understand that this is not about me. This is about this person. It's not that deep.
See, now you're advising the people that are hated on. You were supposed to advise the hater, not the hatee. The hatee.
Well, for the haters, I hope they find love. That's all I can tell them. Because I'm talking about love in general. Love in general. It's not even about a lover, a husband, or a wife.
No, yeah,
you have love in your heart.
Yes.
When you have love in your heart,
that's better.
It's hard for you to hate on somebody. You will know how to celebrate them. Yes. Period.
I think to a certain level, it's a natural thing to see people that are lovey-dovey up on social media. And for your natural instinct to go,
one day,
right. I think to a certain level, it's natural, and that's where you rise above that feeling,
right?
Because you're just being human. But it's like, that's good. Let's celebrate.
That looks good. Yeah.
Right. Even if it's just that moment that they're having. Even if their life has been terrible in the last 15 years.
I'm happy for them. Like, they finally sorted it out.
And you saying you're happy for them is less about them still. That's you building yourself and attracting love to yourself. Because that your outlook will show up in other aspects of your life. You will learn naturally to start seeing the best in other things.
In other people.
Right? You will learn how to stop seeing the worst case scenario of everything, including your own life. See, that advice was not just for the people that are lovey-dovey up on social media, for like Charlie Boy and his wife, showing their proposal. Is for you, because I promise you, your outlook on life reflects in every reactions that you put out there, even the one that you do in front of mirror.
Right.
Like people that hate on other people. They're also very tough on themselves when they're in front of the mirror.
They are.
Right? So their self-love level is usually very low too. So if you just learn how to see something that's worth celebrating, right? And you're just being human, you do that first, and you call yourself to order instantly. Okay? You see, I'm telling you right now, we're humans, okay? Naturally, our brain goes to the worst case scenario. That's just what we do. You know, there are certain things we'll be talking about, like we are mad. in the sense of negative, like our mind goes towards the negative fast.
Yes.
It's attracted towards it. So it takes deliberate
action
and self-awareness to say, no, that's something on
that's a good thing.
Even though it may be on the surface, but it's celebratory.
Yes.
Hit that like button. Hit the love button. Just give it to them. Right? Encourage them so that they can perpetuate that moment.
Oh, yeah, encourage them.
Even if you know them daily inside, and you know that these ones are always beating themselves up at home. And even if you know that, somehow they found that opportunity to get into that space where they could celebrate the moment. They were caught up in the moment. And the work that they need to do is to spread that moment beyond just a moment, right? Your little thumbs up can go a long way. That may be the only thumbs up they're going to get that day, and it will make that difference. You know, so I always like to bring a different perspective to these things. You're not a hater. You're like everybody else, okay? You know their story, so you know they're full of shit, okay? They were showing their highlights.
Oh my God.
Right?
Expect people to show their highlights.
Right?
There's nothing wrong with that.
But celebrate
I'd rather
that.
highlights than low lights.
Yeah, celebrate that. Because frankly, we need more of those
we do need more of that
things in life.
Yes.
We need more. Like this show we do, right? There's tons of other shows that focus on the negative Kilokoshi type of energy.
Right.
My husband did this too, did that too, did that. It's just all negative, right? That's more than enough, and it's more entertaining. To be frank, there's a reason why it's more entertaining.
Yeah, people like to listen to dirt. Yeah.
Yes, there's a reason why it's more entertaining.
It's juicy.
It's because we're humans and we just are entertained by
It's
negative
juicy,
news.
but it's toxic in somebody's life.
Yeah. How many times have you seen CNN in the last 2 weeks say this boy just graduated with high class, first class, 4.0 GPA? When was the last time? That doesn't make news.
It doesn't.
Yeah. You rather hear Trump's mouth.
And that even makes me sick. That's why I avoid news these days.
It's negative for the most part, because that's what sells, and they sell it to us because they understand us psychologically. Yes. So you that you're here by the grace of God, understand that if you see something that's positive, when you do that, how do I do it again? When you do that, right? Just it's okay. Just you know what? Give it a thumbs up. Thank you for showing us your
something
highlights.
Positive. Yes.
You're right. It's the highlight.
It's a highlight.
You're right.
That's what I believe social media is for. If it's promoting your business, showing your highlights, the other drama, oh my God.
Yeah, somebody posted a new logo. Can't. You know, like for example, I teach business. So logo and LLCs are not the first things in business. It's make that for sale is the first thing. So naturally, when I see somebody post a logo, the natural thing want to correct them. Wrong. Celebrate that logo. That logo is the first step for a lot of people. That excitement, even though that logo may not be what will create the first sale ever for them, right? But the story continues, right? Celebrate that logo.
Encourage them.
Yeah. Celebrate the LLC. We don't need to know your expertise right now. Right. We don't need to know what you know right now. Right. Just celebrate that moment. Right. Give it a thumbs up.
Right. And the world needs a lot of love right now. I mean, see what we are going through. The whole world is going through this Rona issue.
I know. See what we're trying to get Trump out of the office.
Trump is being an AO. Like, can we?
Sorry, we don't. Sorry, no politics. Sorry,
no politics. But hey, I just can't wait for 2021 to be here because I have hope. I know it's going to be a beautiful year.
Because 2020 starts. Is it because 2020 starts with Trump leaving the office? Don't be a hater.
Please, I don't have time. I don't have time to hate on people. I don't have the energy, but I just want a fresh start. Can I have a fresh start in 2021? Yeah. I'm so looking forward to 2021. I'm excited. This is all or nothing. I know God got it. I'm not worried about it, but I'm still protecting myself, and everyone should still protect themselves. Don't take these things for granted. I know a bunch of people that were sick from it. You know, some people have moved on, and rest in peace to everyone that died from this one.
All right. Anything else you got for us? I'm going to round it up.
Round it up, babe.
Let me round it up with this Trump thing.
I thought you didn't want to talk politics.
I have a different twist to it. But it also goes to the NSARS thing, right? It's connected with the NSARS thing. Right?
Oh my God.
I mean, those are the hot news right now. NSARS, Trump, NSARS, not because it's trending anymore. Basically, the Nigerian government have managed to scare people back into their closet. And it may be like that for a while until people are tired again. You know, I think how we should look at all of them. Let's start with the NSARS. How we should look at it as this, right? People get the leadership they deserve. That's it. You know, when people are tired, they will change it. When they're not tired, you may be tired way too early for them.
That's true.
Ahead of them. And you're going to become the enemy. How do you say that in English? If you are too emotional about that, they should kick them out. They should slow down. When the people are tired, they will kick them out.
It will happen.
Example, case in point, Trump. Okay? When people are tired, they voted against him, landslide, right? And he's still fighting, but he's still our president.
For 2 months.
He became our president because we deserved it.
Well, I believe God wanted to show us something.
Yes.
So,
see, the same thing that Corona represents. You know, Dr. Sam is here. Dr. Sam, what's up?
Oh, wait, Dr.
I won't say anything more than that. I want to say,
Is it
I won't say anything more than
our
that.
own Dr.
Leave Dr.
Sam?
Sam alone. Right?
Okay.
But
Dr.
the
Sam,
truth is
what's
that
up?
a country gets the leadership that they deserve,
Right.
even if you voted against it.
Oh, yeah.
You call it democracy because whatever happens, you accept it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, clearly Trump is of a different
It's a different human
way
thing.
of looking at it, and that's okay.
It's a
But he
different
became the
human
president because we deserve that president, right? When his time is over, it's over. The beautiful thing about it is when he was fighting the case, right? He's still fighting, but he's dropping the cases now, stuff in Michigan and stuff, right? You still had to allow him to go through that process. That's the beauty.
What do you mean he's dropping the case?
They dropped the case in Michigan.
Oh, so you didn't fight?
No, they dropped it.
They're dropping.
Well, they were throwing the cases out.
Wow, they
but,
say it properly. They threw the case out.
But he dropped the rest of them. There was
Wait, he dropped it. He said, "I'm not doing case anymore."
Yes.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
What's going on?
Because you know what? Because here's actually that's a good point.
Well, you see. This is why we have to give everyone an opportunity.
What are you wearing?
Oh, fuck Rona.
Huh.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. This is how I feel.
See how exciting my life is?
This is how I feel.
But that's a good point. He decided to use the tool that he's been using. The people. The people. He will rather just tweet, and there's more than enough people to run with it and believe whatever he says. Gospel truth. They don't check it, they don't fact check it. And that's how life works. That's how life works. So I'm not mad at the world that there was ever a Trump.
No, I'm not mad either.
No one should be mad, right? If Trump actually, I was ready. If he got a second term, that's okay. That means the system is good enough to accommodate that, or good enough to not accommodate that, which is the reality.
I had anxiety. I was like, I don't know if I can do another 4 years with this Trump. I don't know.
You would have. You did 4 years. You didn't think you could, and you did 4 years, right?
I was stressed out.
You know you weren't. You started paying attention to Trump like yesterday when the election was coming.
What do you mean?
Am I lying?
4 years ago when we were waiting for the
did
news.
you not forget about Trump?
I kind of did.
Until recently. That's
what
I'm saying. We'll all be all right. We'll all be okay.
We will be, but there are things happening with all these Trump lovers and the hate in some of these people is just scary.
See, like I said, the hate is part of the system. You know why they have hate? Because we also have hate in us, all of us. I'm telling you, I'm different outlook. Why is it that somebody has a different opinion?
Does he have to be hate?
No, wait. They have a different opinion. All these people, these people are crazy and terrible. This is language you start saying. You see, there's no hate without it being enabled from the other side. You know what I mean? Like,
I understand what you're saying, but there are levels to it. Because there's some things, look, there's some things that I don't necessarily agree with. There's certain lifestyles that might be like, it's kind of weird. But I don't think I have the right to tell someone to live how I want them to live. It's okay, do you? That's fine, as long as you're not hurting other people. But there are people that are going out there, beating people up, smacking people, killing people. All because they can't stand.
So let me agree with what you said. That
I don't like that.
No, there's levels, but I don't want to go to that extreme level. I'm talking about just the people that are just being normal people, and they just have that different opinion, right? You're absolutely right. There is levels to it, okay? And sometimes the hate is a little bit. It's not that serious, right? Like people mobbing people,
right?
I get that. But you mentioned something just now. You said no one should tell other people how to live their life. Guess what the reality is? Until we all die, somebody's going to tell you how to live your life. Okay, that's part of this. That's what you call politics. It happens in religion, happens in politics. It's just what it is. So what's the cocoa in
no wonder I'm a rebel most of the time. I don't like rules.
Guess what Trump followers are for the most part?
They're rebels.
They're rebels.
Oh, yeah, but they're extreme rebels.
They're questioning everything that has ever been when it comes to politics in this country, in the United States. They're questioning it. They don't want you to sugarcoat stuff and then you're doing something else. And then when you don't pay attention to that long enough, you're going to have a Trump come in the office and help you fix it.
So that's why I agree that this Trump being in office is a lesson to us. Yeah. And like it's a call to action. Like yes. God is saying that you guys are acting up. this is what is going to happen if you keep doing stuff this way. And that's what I believed happened. So I'm not so mad about that. I feel like everyone now,
We should be more tolerable
yeah, and we should be.
to Trump supporters.
Wait.
We should understand it.
Look. I'm not against Trump supporters, but what I'm
You're
against
Trump.
is no. They are, some of them are very, very kind of like one day I was driving and there was this guy in front of me and I didn't understand what he was doing, and it was there for almost like 3 minutes, and I pressed my honk. And he called me all kind of nigger names in the book.
Why are you pressing honk, babe?
Because I want to keep driving. No, he blocked the road.
When's the last time you heard me press honk?
He blocked the road. I should not be scared to press my horn. No, I should not be. I'm trying to get into McDonald's. This guy is blocking the road, and I just pressed my bell like, okay, I'm going this way.
How long did you wait before you press your horn?
It does not matter, baby. This guy called me a nigger, called me all kind of names that I've not heard in a long time. Nobody has ever called me that.
It's okay, baby. You're not a nigger. You're a white woman.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying that the extreme. Like if I was standing in front of that kind of person, that person could easily hit me, smack me, or even shoot me.
So you're talking about the extremes.
What? This happened in Woodbridge. And this doesn't happen. And Woodbridge.
Did I tell you the story of the day I got chased around the block?
Kind of liberal.
Did you?
That was scary to me. That was scary.
Did I tell you the day I got chased around the block?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, all right.
I think you honked your belt. You honked your horn too.
Yes. See, I learned no honking unless it's absolutely necessary.
It was necessary.
No, 2 minutes is not necessary.
It was necessary. Patience. I was going somewhere. I needed to get something from McDonald's.
If it was a red light, how long would the red light?
Some people don't even honk at red light. They will wait and just wait
I didn't
there.
say red light today. So how long does a red light take?
I don't know. I never measured it.
Okay, so
that's a minute,
3
2,
minutes.
3 minutes.
It's longer than a minute now.
2 minutes.
It's longer than a minute.
It's probably 2 minutes.
No, it's longer too.
It is
I don't know exactly. Somebody Google that. How long does a red light take?
Just so that you know I'm a patient person.
Wait, what I'm saying is that if you haven't waited as long as you would wait in front of a red light, there's no need for honk ever.
Yeah, but even when the light is green, sometimes some people don't even move when it's green. Wait, some people don't move. What do? You just stay there with them and be like, I'm scared of pressing my horn because I don't want someone to scream at me.
No,
come on.
No, this is what I'm saying. Just a little bit of what I'm saying is that if you haven't waited long enough for a red light, you probably should avoid for 2 reasons. Number one, safety. Road rage is real. Okay, like you said, there are extremists out there.
Oh my
God! Like you just said, right?
And that guy, such a young guy too.
Now, when you get to Oshodi, you can honk as many times as you want. Okay. You get to Ojelegba, you can honk as many times as you want. In fact, when you get to Lekki Junction, you can honk as many times as you want. But I'm telling you right now, when you're in this kind of society, honking has caused a lot of, has made people lose their lives.
Well, it's sad.
So it's sad.
Because I meant no harm. I just wanted to go to McDonald's and get a quick coffee and just, be on my way. And this stupid guy with the truck.
I'm not saying never honk. I would pay attention to my surroundings. I'll pay attention to the kind of person I'm honking.
I'm in Woodbridge.
Yeah. I wouldn't just randomly honk.
I've never experienced this in Woodbridge before. So for me, I feel like I'm in a safe environment where people are liberal. People are not, they're not the usual crazy people. But what do you know? They live among us.
Woodbridge look one little. But I would just say this. So anyway, when it comes to the Trump supporter, I think the Trump supporters exist for a real reason, real issues that must be paid attention to. Democrats have not been paying attention to these people. So Trump said, hey, I'm the savior. That's how life works. Okay.
And Republicans just wanted to win so bad.
In Nigeria, when there's no leadership, there's going to be God of men that will show up and say, well, I'm the savior. You can connect through me to Jesus. And they will give you their own prescriptions. And then you will have a perpetual situation that's just terrible. You have people start praying for Trump to stay in the office. You have people start praying that angels should go and be voting for Trump right now. That's what happens. We're people. It's mental. It's psychology. So we need to first of all, assume upfront that these are people. And
Right.
if you don't take care of them, a savior will show up. It may be a fake savior
Of course.
and we take
Enough
over
fake
for the next
saviors.
4 years. If it's democracy, if it's not a democracy, if it's a dictatorship environment, they may take over for the next 25 years. For real, for real. That's happening in a lot of African countries right now. So we just need to be aware it's more love, more tolerance that the world needs. Let
I agree.
live and let live. Like right now, Democrats are being tested, or people that quote unquote are Trump haters are being tested now. Are you gonna hate on them as a reward? Are you gonna be petty too?
No, I ain't
Or
got
you're just
time.
gonna no, I ain't got time either.
I ain't got time
But
for
are you gonna be
that.
like, this is telling us something that we should pay attention to? How did Trump make it into that? If I know that Trump is such a terrible leader, how did he make it into that office? Something was wrong in the system. That's why I need to pay attention to, not anything else. It's the same thing in relationships, same thing in marriages, same things in politics, religion, every aspect of our life, same things.
Same nonny.
Thank you for hanging out, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
We had fun as usual.
We didn't want to talk about politics, but we had to go there.
Yeah, because it involves love. Love your neighbors.
How hard is that?
Nurture your relationships.
Super hard.
All right. Thank you for hanging out. Please leave, if you hang out with us throughout, please leave a comment. I will go back there later and show some love. I don't know. This thing may have not, maybe it didn't show us the comments and stuff. I don't know. But I can see that people are hanging out with us. Thank you so much. We'll be back here 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 p.m. West African time on Fridays. Next week. Not sure about that next week.
Next week is Black Friday.
Oh, not next week. Sorry.
Wait. Black Friday. We're still here. This Rona thing. We're not going anywhere. Yeah. I'll be shopping from home.
Anyway, we're here. Just think of it like this. We're here every Friday.
We'll be here.
5 p.m. Okay. West African time, 11 p.m. And we'll see you on the next one.
All right, guys.
And peace.
Bye.